Hey, what's going on, guys? I just did a really quick side-by-side test with these two amps. That's the Kinter MA 170 versus the Lepai LP 2020A Plus. They are really similar looking amps. But I picked this one up, the Kinter, up for about $13, I think, without the power cable. And you know, I ended up having to source out a surplus power cable for about $4 more on eBay. So grand total about $17. I bought this Lepai up with its own power for about $22 to $23. So really the difference between the two is about $5. Now the quality of Lepai versus Kinter. Lepai it does get louder, and the highs and the lows are a little bit crisper, but it distorts at about halfway. So I would say at the halfway point on the Lepai, it's beyond that is useless. Of course, it's plenty loud enough if you're just using it for like a small room bookshelf type system. But if you need bigger applications, I would definitely recommend going with an actual, better power amp. But it does really well for personal use type stuff, or if you need a sound system with very many distribution points, like this is a really good choice. The Kinter sounds clean all the way through. I would say I turned it up all the way up. No distortion, but it also doesn't have as much of the highs and the lows, so there isn't a lot to distort in that sense. It's really biased too, actually, so Lepai does sound a lot more crisper and punchier, and more pleasant to the ear versus the Kinter. So between the two, I would say that the Lepai is worth about $5 more for sure. So if you are looking for the better of the two, and you're cheap like I am, and not wanting to spend the money, I would definitely urge you to go with the Lepai as opposed to the Kinter, and don't turn it up. I would keep it maybe about halfway up and control your volume at your MIDI, your media player. I was using an iPod, like a real old iPod mini or whatever, and I had it cranked all the way up, and it wasn't distorting at the point where the knob is at halfway. So, also, I liked, they have this little tone versus direct option, where if you push it in, or if you unpush it, or actually, I'm sorry, if you do engage it, then these knobs work, and then you could disengage the knobs by disengaging it. I find that the direct sounds a lot better than anything I could come up, any configuration I could come up with here. So that's, the test was based on that essentially. So, but actually with the Kinter, they don't have that option. So I had the bass turned up all the way and the treble turned up all the way, and still does not match anywhere near the crisp sounding, balanced sound that the Lepai was able to do. So hopefully it's a lot of enough information for you to make the comparison and make the purchase. Definitely recommend the Lepai. But don't expect to be able to turn up really beyond nice and loud for a small room, like a bedroom or so, or maybe a small to medium sized living room, but you can't bump it really. And I was using, I'm not going to pan over there because my room is a mess, but it was a Phonic. Alright, so there's that Phonic. It's a pretty good sounding speaker. It's on its side right now, and it's got little bracket mounts if you want to mount it onto the wall. And the model is the SE206. Pretty good sounding speaker. I got it for $20, free shipping on eBay. Definitely recommend a set of these. So cool. That concludes my review. Thanks.